You're live.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. Dear brothers and sisters and elders and younger ones and not too younger ones, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you all doing well and staying in afiyah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us afiyah. This is one of the things that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked for. Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, he says that the best thing that you can ask Allah is ask for afiyah, for well-being. So we hope that all of us are in a state of well-being. And I just wanted to share a few reflections tonight, inshallah. And we will continue to do this every night. The timing will be slightly different than tonight, inshallah. So I want to reflect on the theme that we have been going through from the beginning of the year, sound heart, inshallah. So one of the things of sound heart is to be content with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's decree, and I briefly hinted to that last night in our talk, as well as in our khutbahs. This is the moment, this is the time, this is the situation, or the situation that we're in at this point, the circumstances, is that we have to implement the contentment with Allah's decree. Rida bil qadr, as the wording in Arabic. Rida bil qadr, it means to be content with whatever Allah has decreed for us. In whatever situation, if we are healthy, we are happy with that. If we are afflicted with a situation that is painful at times, we have to be patient and to be content that that's what Allah has decreed. So regarding that matter, I wanted to share a hadith which is so powerful, and it just gives you hope, and that's one of the things that is really needed in these times, that we do not give up hope. We do not fall for the fear and all the commotion and the stress that is going on with people, afraid of the uncertain and the unknown. So the Prophet ﷺ said to a young boy who happens to be his cousin as well, Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, as he was sitting behind him on the camel, and he said, Ya ghulam, O son. Ghulam, it means a slave, but also it means a young boy. Ghulam, Ya ghulam, O young boy. The Prophet ﷺ is addressing someone who is very, very young. According to the historians, that he was still under 10 at that time. So he said, Ya ghulam, O son, I will teach you something. Inni u'allimuka kalimatin. I am teaching you a few words. Ihfadillah yahfadk. Be aware of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Protect that awareness that Allah has put in your heart. Protect your heart. Protect what Allah has bestowed of khair, of good in your heart. Protect. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yahfadka, will protect you. Ihfadillah tajiduhu tujahak. Be aware of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Protect that remembrance of Allah in your heart, and you will find Allah wherever you are. You will find Him right before you. Whenever you are in need, you will know that God is there for you. Ihfadillah tajiduhu tujahak. And then he gives a beautiful advice that is relevant in particular to our times, but in general, at every moment, it's a very good reminder. Wa'alam, and know, be at certainty. اعلم أن الأمة لو اجتمعت على أن ينفعوك بشيء لم ينفعوك إلا بشيء قد كتبه الله لك. That if the entire ummah, if the entire nation, if all the people come against one person to benefit that person, And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not will that benefit for you. He is not intended for you to receive that good. They cannot benefit you except for what Allah has decreed for you. إِلَّا بِشَيْءٍ قَدْ كَتَبَهُ اللَّهُ لَكَ. Only that Allah has decreed for you. If Allah did not intend that good, if everyone tries, if I try not to get sick and Allah intends that I get sick, no matter how much I do, no matter what I do, no matter how much of what we heard last night of taking measures of precaution, you're in solitary confinement. It doesn't matter. You will get sick. ولو اجتمعت الأمة على أن يضروك بشيء لم يضروك إلا بشيء قد كتبه الله عليك. And if the entire nation, if all the people, everything intends evil or bad for you, they will not be able to apply that evil except with what Allah has already decreed for you. So if you were not to get sick and Allah has intended that for you, no matter what do you do, Allah will prevent you. In the midst of all the different viruses and in the midst of all the difficulties, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you. So be content with whatever Allah has decreed for you. That's the main message. Why? رُفِعَتِ الْأَقْلَامِ وَجَفَّتِ الصُّحُفِ. Whatever is going to happen is in Allah's knowledge, and that has been written down. And whatever Allah has ordered the pen to write of the decree of the human beings, it's already dried and put away. So to be content with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's decree, you do your part in protecting yourself and making sure that you're not getting infected, but also rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Moving forward, I also wanted to share on the second point is that we need to do some, we really need to take advantage of this time, as I mentioned last night. Certain things that you could do, any of you're already doing, I'm sure that you're doing a lot, as some of you who are staying home, especially our kids who are not going to school, if you are in a district where the schools are closed. However, it is the weekend, so we're trying to launch something that we could do together as a community. So we'll be sending out a link for certain things to do that we will suggest, inshallah. I want all of you to take a look at that link and try to your best of ability to do all of them, do some of them, or even do more if you can. So the first thing, inshallah, what we are trying to implement and trying to ask our community and ask all of you to participate in this is that to read the Holy Quran. As you have extra time, for those who are staying home, that you have a lot of time, and try to focus a little more on the recitation of the Quran. As Ramadan is just around the corner, within 5 to 6 weeks, inshallah, we'll be in the blessed month of Ramadan. And we ask Allah to bring this Ramadan to us in the best of conditions of our faith and our health, etc. Also, in addition to that, of reciting the Holy Quran in preparation for the month of Ramadan, is to say salawat on our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam made a promise that if you would to do all of your du'as by just saying salawat on me, meaning to say salutations upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam by saying Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid till the end, or any other form. If you do that only and you skip all the other du'as, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you a guarantee of two things. Number one is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive all of your sins. يُغْفَرْ لَكَ ذَنْبُكَ. And the second is that Allah will take care of all the stress, anxiety. يُكْفَى لَكَ هَمُّكَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take care of the grief and pain and all the mental problems that we face. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take care of that. And that's what is much needed in these times. So saying salawat on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and thirdly, to say in abundance istighfar. saying astaghfirullah at least 100 times a day. So salawat 100 times, istighfar 100 times, inshallah. Try to do that. At least you could do 1,500, even more. The more, the better. Salawat on the Prophet ﷺ. The fourth thing is to do your morning and evening adhkar. Morning and evening adhkar. So that will be the fourth thing. And the fifth is kind of included in the fourth adhkar in general, but we are trying to stress on one particular dua, which is from the Quran. Ibn Kathir rahimahullah mentions about this verse, which is also known as Ayat Karima, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. Ibn Kathir rahimahullah mentions after this ayah that if anyone is in a difficult time, in stress, or in any pain, difficulty, trial, this dua, to recite this dua, in particular this verse, is very effective and very powerful, and you should practice that. Because, and he gives evidence, he says that right after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَاسْتَجَبْنَا لَهُ, then we answered his call. وَنَجَّيْنَاهُ مِنَ الْغَمِّ, and we took him or protected him from grief, غم. وَكَذَلِكَ نُنْجِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, and it's not only for the Prophet, but it's also for any of the believers who will also do the same. وَكَذَلِكَ نُنْجِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, and the same way we will protect and give relief to the believers. So it's very powerful dua. Try to say that at least 100 times daily. So that will be added, inshallah, to the list. So these 5 things, if you can do, inshallah, and of course you have a lot to do, and you've been doing a lot. But try to check the link that will be sent out, inshallah, shortly, or added to this video clip, inshallah. With the du'as to do on a regular basis, there are many books out, but I just want to go over a few, inshallah, to get things rolling, and inshallah, hopefully that we can take something out of this gathering as part of the reminders. So reminders, alhamdulillah, so we could do a few du'as. One of the du'as of the Prophet ﷺ, Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anhu, is the hadith that I heard the Prophet ﷺ saying, whoever says these words, بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. 3 times, that we already read 3 times. لم تصبه فجأة بلاء حتى يصبح. Whoever says it in the evening, he will not encounter a sudden grief until the morning. And whoever says it, ومن قالها حين يصبح 3 مرات لم تصبه فجأة بلاء حتى يمسي. If someone says it in the morning, he will never encounter a sudden grief until the evening. So saying it 3 times in the morning, 3 times in the evening. The other du'as, one of the things that, inshallah, some of you might not be leaving the house very frequently, but you will be exiting the house. Try to say the du'a of the Prophet ﷺ, Bismillahi tawakkaltu ala Allah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. In the name of God, I put my reliance on God. There's no power or any power over Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah has power over everything. To say this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sets an angel besides him, and the angel says, Hudita wa kufita wa tanaha anka shaytan, that you have been guided and Allah suffices you, and shaytan will separate from you. And then the shaytan, when he hears that, he says, how could I do anything when you have been guided and you have been sufficed by God and you have been protected from me? So it's a very beautiful, powerful dua to say that when you leave your home. Make sure you say that, inshallah, whenever you leave your house. One of the du'as of the Prophet ﷺ, he used to say, Abu Hurairah narrates this hadith, كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يتعوذ من جهد البلاء ودرك الشقاء وسوء القضاء وشماتة الأعداء. You could say أعوذ بالله من جهد البلاء ودرك الشقاء وسوء القضاء وشماتة الأعداء. Four things that the Prophet ﷺ seek refuge from the difficulty of a trial, and from encountering atrocity, and from the evil of decree, and from enemies being happy over my misfortune. So the other four things that the Prophet ﷺ made dua for: أعوذ بالله من جهد البلاء ودرك الشقاء وسوء القضاء وشماتة الأعداء. One of the du'as that is very encompassing of a lot of things. Inshallah, you can join me reading this. اللهم إني أسألك العافية في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم إني أسألك العفو والعافية والمعافاة الدائمة في ديني ودنياي وأهلي ومالي. اللهم استر عوراتي، آمن روعاتي. اللهم احفظني من بين يدي ومن خلفي وعن يميني وعن شمالي ومن فوقي، وأعوذ بعظمتك أن أغتال من تحتي. That, oh Allah, I seek well-being in my dunya and my hereafter, and in my family, in my wealth. Oh Allah, I ask you well-being and forgiveness in the three things. I ask you to veil me from my shortcomings, and protect my sins. Oh Allah, protect me from front of me, from behind, from the right, from left, from the bottom, from the top. Here the wording is that from the top, and oh Allah, protect by your power that the bottom gets pulled out from me, meaning that someone, because mostly you get affected by something that is under your feet, you slip, you trip, and so on and so forth. So that's a particular dua that was separated from the rest. أعوذ بعظمتك أن أغتال من تحتي. So this is a very powerful dua, general dua that you could say, and many others, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect you all. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you well-being in your world and the hereafter, and in your body, and in your wealth, and in your family. Barakallahu feekum, jazakumullah khair. Please do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, if you hit the bell, inshallah, you will get reminders as we go live. Inshallah, for our next session of Khatira, on a nightly Khatira, inshallah, it will be at 8 o'clock every day. So inshallah, from tomorrow at 8 o'clock, we'll have the Khatiras by myself or other community members, inshallah. Please stay tuned, inshallah, till next time. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.